Come on. Come on. Good morning, lovelies. Hello and happy Tuesday for all the words October. Yes, it is my 11 a.m. stream, 1 p.m. Eastern stream. I'm going to be going for about 2 hours today, then running to town to pick up the eldest at the dog sitting job because she had a grocery order sent to the house where she's at. And they only sent like a third of the things that she ordered. So I'm going to be running errands this afternoon, but I need to get some typing done and some things. It look like we have some lovelies in here. Happy Tuesday to you, Jenna. Hello, Stacy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are actually going to be using Jenna's extremely beautiful sunflower timer for all the words August that she made. I'm going to head and use it today because I feel very sunflowery, sunshiny today. We have had 2 just gray, typical Colorado autumny gray days in a row, and it was 40 degrees last night. We dropped down to 40 degrees. And the high today is going to only be maybe 60. So yeah, very autumny weather here in Colorado. Hello, Rita. How are you, darling? Getting any snow up on the northern frontier? Been cold up there. Hello, Stacy. Yes, it is very pretty. To Jenna. Yes, hearts back. Yes. So of course, you all know my first question of the day always is, how is the weather where you are? Yes, please share with us the weather where you are and where you are across the continent. Things and the things. I finally, we found a washer, and we have a new washer, so I'm no longer washing the clothes by hand, which is perfect because now it won't. I was during this. The thing in Colorado is during the summer, you literally can hang your clothes outside and they'll be dry in like less than an hour because of the dry air and the high heat. But now that autumn is here, yeah. Miranda says, no snow here, but snow in Alberta. It's cold. I needed a hoodie and pants to go outside. Oh, are the kitties getting fluffy for their walks? Are the kitties getting fluffy? Because I know that my kitties are all fluffing up. Stacy says, rainy and sinus headache inducing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just started writing my first words of the day. Well, welcome to Writing with Us. Yeah, we're having a little bit of a cool snap here in Colorado, but then it's supposed to be 80 degrees again next week. We'll see if that happens. I know that the ski resorts are very, very happy right now because they're getting snow above 10,000 feet right now. So up the mountain, yeah, they've been getting snow for the last. Well, here's the thing. They got snow at the end of July, a couple of times in August, a couple of times in September. And then since October, like the last week of August, they've been getting like dusty snow like every couple of days. So they're already snowmaking. They're hoping to have the ski resorts open on the groomed runs by the 15th, which will be early. Janice says, Maryland was roasting 80 plus yesterday. It's beautiful autumn so far today, working through 2 proofreads over the next few days. Nice. Rita says, yep, they are getting their winter coat. I need more bales for their hunt, at least. I have one so they can have some fresh bedding. Yeah. I have 2 bales in the barn ready to fluff out the chicken room for all of the chickens to be able to have a warm room, and for the cat room, for the outside cats, so they can have a warm barn room. Their hut. Yeah, we have a room. I have a room in my barn that's got power and So I can have heaters in there for them because the thing in Colorado is the wind. It's we do get very, very cold, and we'll get a drop Arctic front or something. We'll get very, very cold, but the issue here is the wind. And if they don't have a place to get out of the wind, you get cold very, very fast because the wind chill here is the thing that will kill you. All right, I will start the timer. We've been chatting for 6.5 minutes, so I'm going to start the timer. Let's change the question. What are you working on today? Projects for all the words October sprints. I am working on season 2 of The Moon is Waxing, the rewrite, and the transcribing from the story that I hand wrote out of a notebook. It takes up the majority of this notebook. It goes to here. So I have this much of the notebook. More than half of the notebook is The Moon is Waxing Part 2. Sanctimony and Student Secrets, which is my bullying story. So Rita says, the cat fort is in the shed. The wind is bad here. Yeah. If you are in a prairie place, the wind has nothing to block it. And yeah, it'll look beautiful. You can stand in the windbreaks like of the houses and the barns and stuff, and it's a beautiful, lovely day. And the minute you step around the corner into the wind, it's like, and my soul has been sucked out of my body, because that's how it feels. All right, 25 minutes on the clock. Let's go. I'll see you on the other side, and let me see if I can find some music to turn on. Birds. Can you all hear the birds? Ding, ding, ding. How did you do? How did you do? I got like 3 phone calls. I was like, why are you calling me? Stop calling me. I have things to do. My goodness, why are you so chatty today? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. The kitties want all the attention. And we have Abyss here. He's decided to take over Shiley's nap place, and she is not happy about it. Soul. Yeah, all the cats want to be inside today because it's cold outside. They want to be inside in the warm places. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Puppos. Everybody's coming to visit me. Okay, sit down. All right, let's see what the answers to the questions were. Scrolling up. Last thing I posted. Yes, the wind will suck your soul away in winter. And I am sad because we've had really high winds the last few days, and it's carried many of the pretty leaves away. I am working on Sanctimonian School Secrets today. Stacy says she is working on Brink, which is a story she started last summer, and is hoping to finish by the end of November. I would say October, but that may be pushing it. Well, fingers crossed. We believe in you, Stacy. Writer Sam Wicker hopping over from Heather's stream. SHU Stream Hoppers Unite. Thank you for joining us, Sam. Stacy says, continued what I'm doing for All the Words October, but my modified version. Yeah. I am actually doing 5 days a week. I'm doing 4 days a week right now because the family's got me running all the errands. I am slightly behind on my word count, so I need to catch up. But that won't happen today. Thank you so much for hopping in, Heather. If you don't follow Heather Dewey Pettit's channel or Writer Sam Wicker's channel, please be sure to follow their channels. They have sprints multiple times a week, not just for All the Words October, but Heart Breathings and other things. And Sam is currently doing a series called Saints and Haints about the haunting of the Appalachian Mountains. Jenna is... once I am done with today's pages for the both proofreads, I'm going to work on book 1 of, I am not even going to try to pronounce that, Vital Angelica, again, Vitaelangica. I have the first 24 chapters reorganized. I need to check out the continuity due to a certain book. Yeah, this is what happens when you write parallel series, is it has to match what's canon. This is why I had to take a break from working on The Shadow Hunt, because my brain was curling. Hopping Vampire. Thanks, Spray. Rita says, I'm working on Canva, planning a method for mastermind group critique partners. Nice. Sam says, finished editing and uploading a video for today, and now on to my All the Words October goal. Last 2 rounds of editing for my husband wants to keep me dominant. Oh my goodness. I enjoyed, I got to beta read that. I enjoyed it so much. There were parts I was laughing so hard about. And also, my heart. Okay. Morale Kitty. Yes. Sola's being particularly chatty. So he went out and fought the coyotes, like the big boy kitty he is, and ended up with a pretty good bite. And he also tore out one of his dew claws fighting with them. But he is recovering. So, yeah. No broken bones. So, yeah, I'm glad that he is recovering. but he is getting very spoiled. 186 words for the day. Awesome. Stacy says, I washed some dishes. So that is also something. Hey, non-writing counts. Non-writing creativity, distraction, helps you organize thoughts doing other things. Sam says, I'm having manly word voice. Try to speak Harry's drunken slurring. It's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. I am too. I was the first day I was terrified, but then he and his dad and uncle are also go out and fight the coyotes, go out and hunt snakes. They're big guys, and they think that they when Agent Mayhem runs after the coyotes, they go with the dogs to go fight the coyotes. Yeah, they're big toughy tomcats. All right, let's switch to question number 3. What do you think has been the most beneficial thing that's helping you reestablish your writing routine? And I am going to add Rachel D. Adams, lovely spooky timer, and I will see you in 30 minutes. Spooky, spooky. How did you do? I got 603 words. This is going very fast, but it's a scene that I wrote like third person, like just like a paragraph describing it's like a page describing the bullying, and now I'm converting it, so it's actually going very fast. Question number 3 is, what do you think is the most beneficial thing to helping you reestablish your routine for All the Words October? Sam said, implementing trackers that include time and me being able to color code those trackers. Didn't realize how satisfying it is. I know, right? Being able to write the numbers and like scribble them in is so satisfying. Mine is actually just ignoring all the distractions around me and writing when I have the time gaps to write. Writing on a schedule is definitely helping me. Stacy says, writing on my phone, being able to sit down in the waiting room or car, waiting on the kids and getting 100 or 200 words has helped. That does help. I used to write at the bus stop all the time. I would get up before the kids would go to school and write. It would take an hour before I had to get them up to get ready for school. And then I would write at the bus stop when I was waiting for the bus. Yeah. Those little time gaps, just a few hundred words here and there, really make a difference. Stacy says, continued. And it's not that it is a novel. It's just that I'm actually utilizing where I hadn't before. Yep. Sam says, got through 2 chapters listening to a man in Word read my book to me. Poor fed bitch. And his good looks are damaged until the bruises go away. I am up to 516 words now. I also took a bio break and got a quick snack. Yes, we love trackers. We all love trackers. It is amazing how much actually not getting distracted helps. I'm going to jump to question 6 because it plays into this. What mental and emotional stresses are depleting your energies and stopping you from establishing and maintaining? Sam says, I don't know why I stopped using trackers. Oh, well, 2025 is weird and I'm going to get back on track. I know. 2025. Remember the beginning of 2025, like January and February? It was like, it felt like, it was like at the end of February, we were making jokes that it's day 750 of 2025 because the first 2.5 months of 2025 just went like excruciatingly slowly, but there was so much crap going on that no one was getting anything done. And then something happened in like, all of a sudden it was May and now it's October. And it was just like zoom. It was crazy. Everything is just, I don't know what's going on. And now we have 3 comets that are supposed to be visible this month. We had a full moon this month. The harvest moon was last night. And there was an eclipse. There was an eclipse. And yeah, and there's the Draconid shower, the Orionid meteor showers, and one more this month. And and we've had massive solar storms this month. We've already had, it's only the 7th, and we've already had 2 aurora events from storms. So it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. For the answer, Stacy says, I have an injury that also keeps me from sleeping, so I'm always tired. I have this fear that I'm not using my time wisely. Yeah. Sam says, the universe is telling us to get our act together or it's going to pummel us with rocks and fire us up. Yeah, that's how it feels. Yeah. For me, the thing that sucks my energy out is the migraines and the family needing mom to do all the things and the things plus the things. Because that just seems to always be happening. All right. Yeah, it's been allergies and imposter syndrome. Sam, you should not have imposter syndrome. You really should. You, of all the authors I know, you and Jenna and Rachel, the you all talk about imposter syndrome, and the three of you should not be having imposter syndrome ever. I've read your books. So yeah. Tell the imp to take a hike. Drive the imp up to New York, put it on the westbound Amtrak train, $200, tell it to go to California and live. Yes, the mom things. All right. All right, this will be our last sprint because, like I said, I got to leave it at 1 to go and take the eldest to get her groceries, because one of the things she does with her dog sitting is she takes, because of her food allergies, she takes all of her groceries in with her. And she only got a third of her grocery order. So I'm going to have to actually take her, go get her, pick her up, drive her to Walmart and King Soopers and Whole Foods. And then we have to sprint back, because the dogs and cat that she is taking care of right now, they do not do well with, they got their, the reason her business is so good, because all these pets from the pandemic, all the pets from the pandy got used to their people being home, and now they don't do well at home. Stacy said, tonight I have to take my kids to look for costumes, get dinner cooked, pack up some stuff for my husband, and eat when he takes our oldest shooting. Then I have to go pick up groceries. And I feel this. Yesterday afternoon, after running errands in the morning, I came home and I was doing house cleaning stuff while transcribing and stream hopping. I'm going to sneeze. My allergies are so bad right now. And then I ended up cooking meals for my husband to take with him, because he works overnights. And either you DoorDash at $20 a fee per meal, or you take your own food, because he's not allowed to leave. Jenna says imposter syndrome, but other people. Write good books. I just write books. Shut up. No, we're not listening to the imp. No. We take the imp. We take a chair. We duct tape the imp to the chair. We then take the imp in the chair. We put the imp in the closet. We close the door. We get the screw gun and we screw the door shut. That's how we deal with the imp. La 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 la. We are not listening. Bunny says, don't listen to the imp. Bunny says, no imps. Yes. Yeah. No, we don't listen to the imp. Sam says, I think I need to take my imp out to the spill side of the dam and show it how far it goes down. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. All right, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's get going. The new question is, you remembered to buy a lottery ticket and won. What bookish thing would you do with the money? Thank you, Andy. Sorry. Chime. How did you do? I am up to 13,000 words so far on this project. So I am about 800 words short of my day goal for today. So yeah, I am very, very happy with how much writing I'm getting done. I'm going to have to have a chapter warning on this scene. I am definitely going to have a trauma warning on this scene because it's about bullying and bad things happen, and that's what the whole season 2 is about. It's about a school bullying incident. So yeah. All right. The question was, you remembered to buy a lottery ticket and won. What bookish thing would you do with the money? Jenna says, so how much would it cost to have for a certain studio and certain singer and actors to do a thing the way I see it in my head for screen and TV? That would be fun. I didn't think about that one. I would definitely like, depending on how much money I won, I would definitely like think about turning Relic of Time War into an anime. Sam says, buy a house where I can have a ballroom-sized library, then a little library that's cozy for actual reading. That sounds fun. Oh, and Jenna's answer too. Yes, I think we all are agreeing that Jenna's answer too. Stacy says, bookcases and a secondhand books from my childhood. ISBNs in case I decide to ever publish the stories I write for fun. And some away so I could get those stories edited when they are done. Jenna says, lol, you went with Beauty and the Beast level house, earned the beauty for herself. Yep, that's goals. That's definitely goals. Me, personally, I would love to open a books bed and breakfast and have my writerly friends all out for a retreat a couple times a year. Stacy, I'm just over 700 words. I need 300 more. But Monster is home, so it is time to go and get started on that mom list from earlier. See everyone later this evening or tomorrow. Bye, Stacy. That was 20 minutes ago, so yeah. Rachel, hello, lovely. We are using your timer today because, ooh, spooky. Hey, everybody, just got back from big errands runs with a fluffy, freshly washed and dried doggo. She smells like a woof. Yeah, that reminds me. It's cool today, so I won't be doing that, but I definitely need to give Agent a bath. And I don't know if you all know, but Agent is now 162 pounds. So giving Agent a bath, he's very good. He is very good. We have a big shower stall in the master bathroom, and he will sit in there. He will sit in there and take all of the washing and the soaping and look at you with those sad puppo, why are you torturing me eyes? And of course, his feline army will sit outside the glass and stare at us like, what did you do? Andy came in. Hello, lovely. How is life across the pond? Squashed it like an avocado in guacamole. Ooh. Yes, I was muted. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alrighty then. Let's see. I'm gonna hop off soon to distraction. I get distracted from editing. I can make bookmarks in Canvas. I make one for each book and order it to see how the printing goes. Yeah. Husband and I are talking about doing like a war chest kind of a thing so I can start doing cons with all of my books. The problem is we just ordering 3 copies each of half of my books. We did this yesterday. And 3 copies each of half of my books turned into a $350 book order. So once we got the shipping and the printing stuff, I thought it was going to be like $250, but Amazon printing costs have gone up again. So yeah. And then we don't have Prime anymore. So the shipping was $40. So yeah, and that's just half of my books. That's not that's Ghost with and Pagosa and Cat Lady. So yeah, not even half my books. And that's not even ordering all the anthologies that I'm in. Yeah, let us know how it goes, Sam. Definitely. Andy says, I'd invest in stuff to ensure I would never need to worry about money. I'd set up a studio for writing, nice table, antique radio, maybe something to play music. Nice. Nice. Wait, I jumped. Why did it jump? Rachel says, get the cast voice actors from my audiobooks. Oh, that would Dreamcast. Yeah, Dreamcast right there. And he says, I'm not sure I'd be welcome in the USA right now. I'd love to visit. Yes, you would be welcome, Andy. I would welcome you. And I would cook for you and all the things and the things. Pushing around and keeping a 76-pound baby like Kona is enough for me. Can't imagine over 100 pounds. Yeah, and people wonder why paperbacks are yeah. Yeah. And the thing is I don't think they realize that like we're selling our paperbacks for like $15 and we only actually make like $2 per book. Sam says, oofda, I've been buying cases at a time when I can. I do England Spark because it's cheaper than Amazon for cases. I think I haven't checked the prices since last year. Yeah, the book, it was costing me $6.50 a book for the thicker books. The Huntsman, those are only going to cost me $5 each, but I didn't order them. So yeah. It's going to cost me, and I need more than 3 or 4 copies per book. I mean, I ordered 6 copies of Cat Lady because that's the most popular one. And then I ordered, the start of each Pagosa Cliff series. I ordered 5 of those because, I'm putting them in bookstores. So I have to have a minimum of 3 copies of each book. And I have a few here. So, yeah. Rachel says, me either. JoJo is too old to hop in and out of the back seat. So I have to lug her in and out. I'm not sure. I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, fortunately, Co will load himself in and out of vehicles. Yes, Andy would be welcome with us all. He also happens to often, he will run out, like if my husband leaves the door open in the car for any reason, he will run out and jump in the truck and be like, are we going for a ride? And literally we have to just like drive him like around the property or down to the corner and back. So that he can feel like he got a ride and he's happy. So yeah. All right. Well, that is the end of our stream today. Thank you for joining me for All the Words October Routine Building Challenge. I hope that it helped your productivity today. And thank you everyone for visiting and chatting. I am Mama Maggie Ward, independent author, stroke survivor, migraine overcomer. And today's feline of focus is we have Abyss, the Void Kitty, and of course, Miss Shiley. Miss Shiley says, have a good day. Be blessed.